Oh, why, hello there. It's Tuesday, July something, like a 9th or 10th of July, and it's raining again, and I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Which is ironic because one of my favorite quotes is "Don't get upset with the rain, it doesn't know how to fall upwards." And yet here we are. I don't know how people do it in colder climates. Mind you, I come from a place that had proper fall seasons. And, 3 months out of the whole year, you will get snow, 3 months of rain and muck, 3 months of scorching heat, and then 3 months of everything in between. uh, but ever since moving to the UK, I was kind of used to one and the same, just kind of the same weather all the time, and have completely forgotten that there are other weather types, that London is definitely not the rainiest city out there. You go further north and it gets worse. And it sure is terrible here. But it's not why I'm recording this. One thought that has been percolating in the back of my mind is this idea of having scheduled vlog posts, commentary, random, unfettered yammerings, uh, maybe like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then reserve Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday for other VODs and how-tos and gameplay on Twitch and so on. But clearly, I need to record things in advance. Clearly, I need to be better organized because it's not the only thing I do. There are other things that occupy my day and my mind. And I guess this is what this recording is for. I just saw a post with a photo of the facade of a building on which it was written, you should fall in love with your problems. Maybe then they'll leave you too. maybe then, maybe then they too will leave you, or something to um, that effect. And I find this amusing, quite amusing, and also quite hurtful. Somebody who has struggled for years to. I don't have difficulty falling in love. I don't have difficulty opening up or sharing or um, any of that. In fact, it comes easy to me as I get older. But yes, I too find myself in this position where if I like someone and I say it, they run away. And it's probably unfair to say that it's going to happen every time because the world is vast and there are billions of people out there, and you never know. Maybe there isn't somebody for everybody. I haven't met them yet. But I thought I'd turn this around a little bit. I thought I'd spin this on its head. This idea that if we love our problems, they'll go away. And I think there is some truth to that in general. Just in general. You cannot solve your problems if you don't understand them. And as horrible as it might sound, you can't love healthily if you don't understand the other person. I'm not saying they're a problem. I'm saying there are matters that need navigating. And when it's one person making all the pulls, all the moves, all the executive decisions, then, that's fine. Like, if you live alone or decide to run solo in this life, which is tough, but if you can, more power to you. Yeah, you get the you're free. This is the definition of freedom in a way. But also, you get all the responsibility on your shoulders. The spotlights are on you, and anything you do or you don't, you're gonna feel that. But when you team up with other people, there is you can do like a blameless and then blameful retrospective. You can kind of know when you've messed up and when the other person has messed up, and sometimes you won't know the answers to certain questions, and then the other person might have them. So you can bounce off ideas and feelings and so on and so forth. Again, I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not a specialist. If you need any of that, please go and seek professional help. Just commenting on the idea that, not understanding a problem, not loving your problems or whatever problems you may have, means you probably won't be able to solve them. Which is, there are three ways to think of this, I suppose. And I recently posted this on my personal Facebook, this idea about understanding pain, because I deal with a fair bit of it. Musculoskeletal pain, weight issues, and so on and so forth. And my comment was this: if you have backache, you can do one of three things. The first one is you can ignore it. You can mentally try and kind of go with no pain, no gain, or it's part of life. It's an inevitability. All living things suffer, according to Buddhism. That's fair, and just kind of pushed aside. And you live with the pain, which I've done for decades. You can do that. You can certainly do that. And then what happens is you're effectively, you don't notice that this physical pain is also causing you mental strain. You don't realize that because there is a build-up process to it. You isolate it to the physicality of it, to its whatever it is on your body, and if you forget about it, it's just there. It's like a company that doesn't leave. It's like a shadow. And then you get people who have pains and aches in any shape or form, and they're well-meaning and they want to fix them, but they're either looking for quick fixes or they're looking for fixes in pseudoscience or just anywhere else. But consulting specialists, going through the literature and the science of it, anything and everything else, crystals, some kind of weird wacky diets, meditation, you name it, all of which I don't discredit, because if it works for you, it works for you. Placebo effect is a real thing. But they're in this state where they have to not just feel the pain, but also think about it. And now they are both physically struggling and they're also mentally struggling. There's an additional mental toll on you when you think about your pain and trying to find a way to fix it. But if you never quite fix it, you're always thinking about it. So you're always hurting, you're always thinking about the hurt, and you're not quite fixing it, and it drags on. And then there is a third kind of people, who are like, oh, okay, they're objective oriented almost, if you will, or force themselves to be, because we're not logical all the time. It's impossible. It's not healthy. But I think, but yeah, you get this third kind of people, this third sort of people who triage an issue, find specialists, get proper diagnosis, and then if it's something that can be fixed, they start creating plans how to fix it, and they work on these plans. So they're also mentally and cognitively exerting themselves, but this exertion feels like a part of your to-do list. It's just another thing on your daily tasks that you need to mark off. Like, I need to go to physiotherapy, once every few weeks, or I need to go to sports massage. I need to get a blood test once every few months, or I need to check urine or whatever. It's just part of your routine at that point. And there may be a case where after a certain period of time, you will have either fixed the problem or largely helped it get better. And then you have the tools, because you've built a solution or a workaround or a patch based on objective truth. And now this knowledge, this experience, you can build up from it. And it takes you less time to think of it because, again, it works. And I feel like you can apply this to anything in life. You can just ignore your problems and, mentally, they'll still haunt you, but in a different way. And over time, they will build up in you, and you will start having these weird outbursts and feelings, and you almost wouldn't know where they're coming from, or you'll have like a nervous breakdown of some kind. It will, suppressing these things in you will most likely blow up in some way. Maybe not, but most likely. Or you can struggle and just mask the struggle with nonsense, busy work. So you can do that. And again, this leads to the same thing: blow-ups, insecurities, pain, unnecessary pain, and cognitive strain. Or you can just do the work. And see what it takes you. And there may not be a fix to what ails you. There may not be an answer to it whatsoever. But the way we think about it, the way we feel about it changes. The way we think and feel about a certain pain or ailment changes. And yeah, maybe love your problems and they will leave you too. That's it. Have a good day.